What's up, man? How you feeling? How is it having a fight night in your hometown, but you're not on the card?
Oh, man, getting used to it after a while, right?
Is that something you want, or are you happy to just be here as a spectator?
You know what? I used to not want to fight in Texas because they had like a zero tolerance for marijuana. I think that's changed a tad bit, so I'm super down.
I love that's your priority, right?
Yeah.
So next time out, we're going to welterweight, right?
Yes, sir.
How's the move going? How's the weight feeling? How's it all going?
It's going pretty good. Actually, I'm ahead of schedule for where they want me to be at on the charts. You know, you have a certain weight you have to be at every Friday, and I'm a little bit ahead. I'm a couple days ahead, a week ahead, so it's not bad. It's going pretty good. Losing the weight really smooth. Yeah.
Stuff. I'd hate to cast aspersions on you, but you don't strike me as the sort of guy who has a lot of structure like that in your life, where it's like every Friday a weigh-in.
Yeah.
So is it nice having that routine where you're like, I have to put in this work to get to a certain point? No, it's not.
I don't like it at all. But the job is the job, right? So right now this is the job. So you know what I mean?
So do you think welterweight is permanent future, or are you thinking, I don't like this routine, I'd rather move back up? How are we feeling?
No, I'm figuring that the UFC is going to do a welcome to jail card, and then me and Strickland are just going to lock it up like it's a real cage and a cell, and then we're going to see who takes whose butt. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah, why not?
I was getting towards Sean, but I was going to build it up first. What do we make of this? What's going on here? First of all, I'd like your side of the story about this apparent interaction at the PI.
Yeah, well, seen him at the PI, you know what I mean? He had said some stuff online about murdering me or something like that if we ever had a fight. So when I seen him, you know what I mean? I just was checking his energy. He said I had my chest poked out, but as you guys see me on camera all the time, I have a bird chest. It's kind of hard to poke this thing out. So walked up to the man, and I wasn't trying to say nothing to him. He was speaking to me like we were friends or something. I was just looking at him like he was fucking crazy. And then he said something stupid, so I probably said something stupid back. Little words got exchanged. He said something about going to the parking lot, but if I'm not mistaken, there's a full-blown octagon and a boxing ring upstairs, and we could easily make it a sparring session. That way the UFC doesn't lose money by somebody getting their head bashed in the parking lot. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking here.
Of course. So is that a fight you want? You want to do that fight?
I mean, yeah, I would love to do that fight. Sean's on a really good winning streak right now. Sean's doing really good waves in the middleweight division. You know what I mean? I'm no dummy. We all know that, you know, Sean's probably close to a title shot. There's not very many people for Izzy to fight at 185. So, you know, once Izzy knocks him the fuck out and he needs a rebound fight, here I am, baby. You know what I mean? Another tall, lanky guy ready to take that ass.
Can we do that in the you and him both talk about taking asses? Is kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got the bigger cock, so it wouldn't matter.
I'll ask him next time I see him. Do you think we need to have that fight in the Apex so we can hear you guys in the cage?
Nah, man. You guys just, you know, you got people that read lips and put the subtitles after, so you guys watch it 3 or 4 times and get a couple million views, you know?
What do you think about his whole general demeanor? It's come into question a lot recently. You know, he likes to say controversial stuff. He likes to be a bit edgy. What do you think about that stuff? Because some people would say the same about you, but I don't know if you enjoy his shtick.
Nah, I don't enjoy his schmick at all. I don't use a lot of racial slurs, you know what I mean? So, therefore, I don't enjoy his schmick, you know what I mean? Whatever you guys want to call it. So, no, I'm not really a big fan of Strickland, just because of the way he chooses to word things. But the guy does have a beautiful jab. He knows how to slightly step out of the pocket, and he's a pretty smart fighter. You look at the people he's lost to, it's been some pretty good people. So, yeah, nothing against the guy, nothing against anybody in the division. Still a fan of the sport, but some of these guys are complete dickheads. There we go.
Speaking of your actual next opponent, Cowboy Oliveira, what do you make of him as an opponent for you? Welcome you to the welterweight division.
Pretty awesome. Dude has really, really good energy, so it's going to be fun to go out there and scrap with him. But I think he's a little older and a few steps behind, so I'm looking to go out there and exploit that. It looked like he was ready to retire his last fight with all the crying, so if he wants a warm welcome out. I think my coach was the first person to beat him in a jiu-jitsu match or something like that. If you look it up, Travis Luter's his first L on the record book thing, right? So I can be his last, you know, from master to student. Sounds good to me.
He also has a lot of knockout wins in the UFC. People kind of tout his jiu-jitsu, but most of his wins come by knockout. So is this a stylistic matchup that you are excited for?
Dude, I didn't even know he had jiu-jitsu wins. So yeah, I was completely thinking it was gonna be a striking match, and I think I'm a pretty good striker. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm gonna have a blast.
Hi, Derek over here. Your old friend, Derek Brunson's going to be fighting Jared Cannonier tonight. What's your prediction for how that fight goes?
I mean, Blonde Brunson must be a Super Saiyan, but I'm definitely going for Jared Cannonier, right? I used to have a saying, anybody who can beat me can beat anybody. But then Thiago Santos lost to John Jones, and I was like, damn, that's not true. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Jared Cannonier.
Do you think dyeing your hair would give you some special powers to help you in the welterweight division?
No. Maybe if I just keep it long and crazy, maybe that'll help, though.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin.
One more one. Derek Lewis said after his last fight, like fighting in Houston carries a lot of pressure. That he was kind of fighting himself in there more than he was Cyril Gane. So when you hear that, and you still want to fight in Houston, you want to feel that pressure?
Yeah, I mean, for Derek Lewis, this is his home. This is like his home. You know what I mean? You guys still got to remember I'm from Ontario, California. You know what I mean? So yeah. For me, I'm a nomad here, and I have made this my home. So to fight in front of these people out here in Texas, it would be a complete honor, and I don't think I would have the same feelings that he has towards the crowd. It would just be more like just happy to put on for the people who helped me get to where I am. So, yeah, a little bit of a difference. Plus, he had a lot of other things going on, so, yeah.
Kevin, last year you joked about going to Dagestan to work on your wrestling.
Yeah.
Were you able to get any work done with any of the Dagestani groups, or?
No, never got to work with the Dagestanian groups, but you guys remember I went to DC's. One of my coaches said you can't smoke weed out there, so I never hopped on a plane, to be honest with you. Yeah, sorry. See that? Too many weed comments, I got kicked off the mic. Bye, guys.